The year has turned full cycle and we are heading towards Christmas, a Christian holiday to symbolically mark the birth of Jesus. There will be feasts, exchange of gifts, cards and generally merrymaking. But what is the real meaning of Christmas? Is it just about the gifts under the decorator tree, the lights in windows, the cards in the meal with family and friends, or the exchange of season's greeting? Beatrice Senadju takes a look at the essence of Christmas.
Christmas is in the air, traffic is building up, and the usual hustle and bustle of traders and customers is going on in earnest. Christmas trees are erected strategically in town. Some principal streets have become temporary commercial zones for Christmas items, with shoppers trooping to various malls for various items to celebrate the season. Hampers are also a hot item for those who choose them to say thank you to friends, colleagues and loved ones.
Long time ago in Bethlehem.
In the New Testament, we were told that Jesus was born to Mary and Joseph, even though the Gospels do not mention the dates of Jesus' birth. Many Christians celebrate 25th December as the day Christ was born. It is a season to be jolly and the biggest holiday on the Christian calendar. The good book tells us that God sent his son into the world to bring joy to mankind. In an interview, some priest in Accra said Christmas is when God became man to save us from sin and evil.
Christmas is important for us to remember that God loved the world so much. As the carol says, man shall live forevermore because of Christmas Day. That's the message of Christmas. That man shall live forevermore because he became one of us, saved us, won for us eternal life. And God became man so that man could become like unto God. Now our dignity is being restored. Our dignity being restored, and we're brought back again to the dignity of a child of God. That's how important the season of Christmas is.
In our church, we try to establish a link between the birth of Christ and the death of Christ. In other words, his gospel and then his atoning sacrifice for humanity. Because if you don't link the atonement of Jesus Christ to his birth, then his birth would have been like that of any other person. I celebrated my birthday recently, and I'm not the Savior. But why do we have to constantly be remembered of God's love for humanity? That God wants to save us, and that he brought his only begotten Son to come and live with us, and then teach us, and then sacrifice for our sake. So it has so much meaning for us to talk about Christmas when we link it to Easter as well. That is when you have two sides of the coin making one whole. It's all about God's love for humanity.
Decades ago, this season is when families met to have dinner, told stories and exchanged gifts. But today, some pastors believe families are breaking in Ghana.
But Christmas Day should be kept as a family. Don't go anywhere. Stay with your family. You know, these days, you ask your children, when was the last time you had a meal with your mommy and your daddy? And they would say they don't even remember. You know, there's always separate meals. You know, but Christmas Day, let us come together. Be together as a family. Mommy and daddy and the children. We sit around together as a family. Emphasize the family, have prayers as a family, share gifts as a family. You know, just be together as a family. You know, the family spirit, like the first family at, you know, in Bethlehem, and Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. It's a family.
The parish priest at the Christ the King Church in Accra, Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, said Christmas today has been commercialized.
It's keeping Christ in Christmas. Not the commercial parties, going out boozing and getting drunk, and then you see so many accidents at Christmas too, which saddens me. You know, the people end up in hospital, they end up in the emergency with accidents and all sorts in the mortuary because people drink. They're drunk and they're driving and celebrating. And they think this is Christmas, enjoying yourself. And then they get drunk and don't drink and drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink.
The Africa West Area Presidency of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Elder Marcus Nash, explained the reason for exchanging gifts at Christmas.
Christmas has meaning because of Easter, because he died and he resurrected, that we may all live again. And so to know the Christ and to worship Christ and to rejoice in the day of his birth is to rejoice in his life and to decide for ourselves that we will follow him, that we'll not only be glad that he lived and died and resurrected for us, but also we will show him our gratitude by how we live, in being kind to our fellow man, in lifting the downtrodden, and helping them to feel hope in their lives.
Some are of the view that helping the poor should not be only at Christmas, but rather an everyday thing.
The giving of ourselves, which is the embodiment of charity in itself, is what is required of us. Because even as we are going to give, how have we pledged ourselves to say that we are really living with peace or peacefully among others, our neighbors, that we have compassion over the people, that we also have the needed long suffering for what others do against us, for which we have to also forgive them and try to tolerate them. That is far more important. And so if there should be any package of gift, it should be the gift of love from us to our neighbors as well. So the gift that we package into boxes or into hampers, what is the idea behind them? It's not so much how expensive the hamper I receive is, but the idea behind, that love, that charity behind that gift, that is what matters most.
Many believe that Christmas should be different every year. It should be a time to invite Jesus into one's heart, help the needy in society, and desist from all immoral activity that takes man further away from God. Beatrice Senadju, GBC 24, Accra.